Whoa! Ugh. Oh. What the hell? Look at these glasses. What is this? Put on glasses and watch. Why? Alright. Play.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. Oppan Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. 성숙해 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 여자 이때다 싶으면 묶었던 머리.
That's just one of the things that pissed me off in 2012. Enjoy. Hello, wrestling fans. I am the Wrestling Guru Champion, Mitch, your red-headed bitch. Think you're real funny, don't you? Demolishing the fact that it's the most prestigious title. It was your day. I'm just kidding. I really don't care. The Wrestling Guru Society World Heavyweight Champion. How's it going, guys? And you're back again with another video for AA23795. Might be the last video of 2012, maybe, I don't know. But as usual, I am your Wrestling Guru Society World Heavyweight Champion. I hope you guys enjoyed that little intro right there. That's probably the last time I'm ever going to do that. The first and only time I'll ever do that dance, because that is the stupidest dance I've ever seen in my life. So, anyways, getting on to what I'm going to talk about. I am going to talk about 2012 in review. 2012 in review to me was okay. It started out really strong. Don't get me wrong. Started out really strong. We had a lot of high moments in 2012. High moments. WrestleMania 28, obviously the highest moment in WWE not in history, but in 2012. The highest moment in 2012 was definitely WrestleMania 28. It had a stacked card of main event players and future Hall of Famers. I mean, you got Undertaker versus Triple H, the end of an era match with Shawn Michaels as special guest referee inside of the Hell in the Cell. CM Punk versus Chris Jericho in the match, in my opinion, the most technical sound match of the night. If they would have let Daniel Bryan and Sheamus go for that, that probably could have been a contender for technical match of the night. Rock versus Cena, once in a lifetime. Can't go wrong with that one. Just a lot of great stuff. Edge being inducted into the Hall of Fame. A lot of great stuff happened in the early comings of 2012. CM Punk coming in as champion. Zack Ryder coming in as United States champion. Daniel Bryan coming in as world champion. Only pretty much two of them made it somewhere, and that was Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. Now I'm going to go on to a low point for WWE. Dropping the ball with Zack Ryder. Now, a lot of people are going to say that I'm joining the bandwagon of Zack Ryder being on the Broski set. I mean, obviously, look at that back there, the Broski poster. I'm a Broski, join the Ryder Revolution. I'm a fan of Zack Ryder. He's entertaining to me. I like his matches. I like his work. I liked his work with Dolph Ziggler. They worked very well together. And if they would have given him the opportunity to run with someone and actually run with the United States Championship and give him an opportunity to defend the United States Championship and keep the United States Championship, we could have went somewhere. No, they had to drop the ball and give it to Jack Swagger for like a few weeks and then drop it to Santino Marella. Thank God WWE came to senses and gave it to someone like Antonio Cesaro. Antonio Cesaro is probably one of the better United States champions to come along in a long time. Do I believe that Zack Ryder could have been a great United States champion? Yeah, I do. I mean, if you just look at the comparison of where he was last year and where he is today, man, what a huge letdown. I mean, you build him up all this last summer, his highest point, last year was his highest marking in his entire career. until they finally come to senses and realize that the fans want to see him on television and want to see him do well against people, then we're probably not going to see that. But until WWE gets their heads out of their asses and actually produces good storylines and good matches, it's not going to happen. So definitely a low point was dropping the ball with Zack Ryder, and another low point involving Daniel Bryan was the 18-second match. What a blow to everything that Daniel Bryan stands for. 18-second match at WrestleMania, going in as world champion, coming off some pretty big wins against some fairly large opponents. Cashed in on Big Show, defended the title against Big Show and Mark Henry inside of a steel cage at the Royal Rumble, kept the kept the World Championship. I think I said United States once or twice back then. But anyways, defended the World Championship inside Elimination Chamber, even though it ended in a total fluke when he defeated Santino Marella. And yes, one of the most forgettable participants in the Elimination Chamber was Santino Marella. Obviously, I forgot about that even. It just came to my mind right now. So, definitely a low point in Daniel Bryan's WWE career. Not in his entire career overall. He's a great career. Yeah, a lot of years under his belt. And he's just he's my top 5 favorite wrestlers right now in WWE, and probably just in wrestling in general. I think he's number 2 next to CM Punk. So yeah, that's pretty much how it goes for Daniel Bryan. He had a very low point at WrestleMania, not his best yet, but he's only been in the company since 2010, so he's only been in the company for 2 years. There's a lot more for Daniel Bryan to come if he decides to stay with the company, because you gotta realize that if a worker is not happy, he's gonna quit. So I think that Daniel Bryan is in a happy place right now. I think with Team Hell No and becoming the tag team champions is probably one of the best things that happened to Daniel Bryan besides becoming world champion. So yeah, definitely going from a low point in early 2012 when he lost in 18 seconds to going to a high point with pretty much rebuilding the tag team division with Kane rising up from the ashes is Team Hell No. Moving on to a high point, Team Hell No. They revolutionized the tag team division, because if you look back, tag team wrestling was put off the map for a very long time. 2011 was the year of no tag teams, pretty much. I think you had Air Boom as the tag team champions for a while, and then you had Awesome Truth, I think, was one of them, and then they had Off and On, Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger. The Usos were still around. Tyson Kidd was still around. I think he was tagging with somebody. I don't even remember, but there was definitely a lot of low points for the tag team division last year. But if you look at it this year, when Team Hell No came up and rose from the ashes of the tag team division, they made it so much better. I mean, look at it now. They got the primetime players. You got the primetime players. You got the Usos who are coming back in action. I like the Usos. I like their work. You got Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel. Team Hell No. Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara. That's 5 tag teams right there. 5 tag teams right there. That's more than there was last year. So definitely the tag team division has picked up. Rhodes Scholars. How can I forget about them? Rhodes Scholars. Rhodes Scholars. I mean, that's 6 tag teams right there. And so many contenders for the tag team titles, and so many good matches for the tag team titles. They had a tag team tournament even to determine who the number 1 contenders were for the tag team titles, and that was great. I like to see the tournament matches. I like to see them all in one night. I like to see, it doesn't have to be a huge tournament like the King of the Ring or the Survivor Series tournament of 1998. It doesn't even have to be that. It could be a small tournament in one night, put 4 tag teams in it, and like that. I like to see tournament matches. It's probably one of my favorite things about tag team, not just tag team wrestling, but wrestling in general, a tournament. If you can go in one night, that means you're the best. If you're King of the Ring, then, I mean, yeah, I'm rambling on right now about the tag team division because I'm so happy that the tag team division is finally getting the push that they deserve, because tag team wrestling is important. Let's get down to the facts. Tag team wrestling is very important. in wrestling history. It makes the match so much better. You add 2 people on each side, and you face them against each other. It just makes it better. It's better than a one-on-one match. One-on-one matches can be very dull, but if you add the excitement of 2 people against 2 people, a tag team, then it just adds more variables. Tag team maneuvers are the big factor of tag team wrestling. More tag team maneuvers, and it just makes the match better. If you have star power in the matches, then it adds star power to the match. So tag team wrestling definitely has picked up from where it was last year, when you had only a few tag teams, and now you got like 6 tag teams, 7 actually if you want to count Epico and Primo if they're still a tag team. Let's see, what else was a high point? Raw 1000. Raw 1000 was a very high point. But the downfall of that was a very low point in 2012, which was going to 3 hours. WWE did a huge mistake moving to 3 hours. I think in the new year they should stop and switch back to 2 hours, because 3 hours of boring wrestling is not working very well. They've had the I think at one point on one episode of Raw, they had the lowest point, and they've had the lowest ratings they've had in like 15 years or something like that. So it's very shocking to see something that was huge, going from 3 hours on Raw 1000 to dropping to the lowest viewership in 15 years. It's lowest ratings in 15 years. It's very surprising and shocking and sad to see that happen to the WWE. So I think they should switch back to 2 hours in 2013. If they don't, then they just need to pick up their product. They need to pick up their product anyway. It's starting to rise up because WrestleMania season is coming about, Royal Rumble's coming about, and CM Punk versus The Rock is going to be great. Even though there was some talk about having Ryback face The Rock at Royal Rumble, even though I highly doubt that's going to happen, and I would hate to see that happen. I'd like to see CM Punk versus The Rock. So yeah, going from a high point from Raw 1000 to a very low point in lowest ratings in 15 years. Some more high points was I believe the build-up of Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler is one of my favorite wrestlers in WWE today. Definitely up there in the top 5, maybe even the top 3. He picked it up so much this year, like in winning the Money in the Bank, and just made it like feuding with all these guys. He feuded with Chris Jericho for a while. Then he feuded with Sheamus for a while. He feuded with, now he's I don't know if they're still going to keep this feud with John Cena and AJ. And that's another thing, but I'll get onto that later. Just the build-up of Dolph Ziggler and when he's going to cash in Money in the Bank. I'm hoping he's going to cash in soon and very quickly, because I want to see him as world champion going into WrestleMania, and I want him to defend the world championship and walk out as the world champion at WrestleMania, and that's just my thoughts on that. Another high point was the development of AJ Lee. Oh man, just probably the most popular diva in WWE right now, today, in a long time. They haven't incorporated a lot of divas into the main event picture as of late. I think the last one was maybe Lita, and that was back when Edge was still wrestling and when he was still in power of Raw. I don't count Vicky Guerrero as a diva because she doesn't wrestle that much, but Lita I counted as a diva because she wrestles all the time. But yeah, that's like probably the last time we ever saw a diva be incorporated that much into a storyline and into actual wrestling. The development of AJ Lee was interesting to see, because first she started out as a face, and she was a face until as of late. So she was a face with Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan was on like the edge of being a face turning into a heel when he won the world title, so they became a couple. And then Daniel Bryan dumped AJ when he lost the world title, and then AJ started becoming the psychopathic, crazy chick that we all know today. Then she started flirting, and Daniel Bryan ended up feuding with CM Punk, and there became a huge love triangle between CM Punk and Daniel Bryan and AJ, and then they added Kane to the mix, which evolved into a match at No Way Out, And then it got back to Daniel Bryan and CM Punk at Money in the Bank, which CM Punk ended up winning. Then AJ proposed to CM Punk. Then Daniel Bryan proposed to AJ. AJ said yes. Daniel Bryan and AJ were supposed to have their wedding on Raw 1000. Daniel Bryan left. No, not Daniel Bryan. AJ left Daniel Bryan at the altar to take the job of general manager of Raw, which was actually a pretty good idea. Haven't had a diva general manager in a while, since probably Vicky Guerrero. And so it was interesting to see the development. And now she's a heel with Dolph Ziggler against John Cena, which is very intriguing and very interesting to see. So it's one of the highest moments probably for a diva, and for AJ Lee, and for Dolph Ziggler, and for John Cena, and for Raw. I could go on forever about 2012, but I'm already going on way too much than I probably should. I'm wasting your guys' time. If you want to watch more about 2012 and WWE, go back and watch all the pay-per-views. They're probably going to come out with the Best of 2012 DVD. But yeah, those are just some of my favorite moments and my least lovable, least liked moments of 2012. Let me know what your guys' top moments were and what your worst moments were of 2012. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are down below in the comment section. Please go comment down below. I love to hear your guys' feedback, whether it's negative or positive. It really doesn't matter, because as long as I got you, the viewer, talking about me, then I've done my job. So anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up here. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at HeelGriggs. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe to AA23795 for more videos from me. And subscribe to Wrestling Guru Society for all of your society videos to see more content from the Wrestling Guru Society World Heavyweight Champion. And go like the Wrestling Guru Society Facebook fan page. And go like AA23795 on Facebook. 2013 is going to be the year of Team Aaron. And, yeah, Team Aaron is going to reign over Team Mitch. And we're going to take over the WGS. Me and Dallas are going to take over. And that's pretty much what's going to happen in 2013. 2013 is the year of Team Aaron and Dallas. So, that's going to do it for me, guys. Oh, also, I know I said I wasn't going to ever do it again, but comment down below if you want to see me do if you want to see me do the Gangnam Style dance again. I might do it at the end of the year, maybe like a end of the year New Year's Eve video of Oppa Gangnam Style. So comment down below if you want to see me do Gangnam Style dance again. If I get enough comments about me, about you guys wanting me to do Gangnam Style, then I'll do it. But if not, I won't. So comment down below if you want me to do Gangnam Style dance again. That's going to do it for me, guys. I'm your WGS World Heavyweight Champion, Aaron, and I have left the building. Peace out.